Hello and welcome to Rise Up Wellness. I'm so happy you're here with me today on my Wellness Wednesday. Today I am going to be talking all about movement, the importance of movement, and how to add more movement into your day, because it is something I think that we all struggle with, is just getting enough movement, especially right now given the pandemic. We are all much more stationary than we typically are. You think back last year, you're going to the grocery store, you're running your kids around to different activities, you're just running errands in general, and we're moving a lot more. Now, most of us are just stuck at home and we get groceries delivered and our kids don't have activities, and you don't have errands to run because you can get everything delivered to your door, so we just stay home. So it's not just exercise. We are all lacking physical movement in our day for the most part. I know that's not true for everybody, but for the most part, we are just not moving as much as we used to be. So I'm going to be talking about the importance of it and how to add more of it into your day, because I think that is the hardest part for most people. So first of all, we all know movement's important, right? We all know it's important to move our bodies, to strengthen our bodies, stretch our bodies, and all of that. But movement is one of the easiest ways that you can help to regulate your blood sugar. And it just helps to control insulin. It helps to control the use of sugars in your body and all of that. Again, I'm not going to go into a biology lesson here, but the more that you move your body, the more stable your blood sugar tends to be. It is also really helpful for weight loss, because if you are trying to lose weight and you're moving your body, your metabolism is going to increase. You're going to be using more of the sugars in your body to fuel your muscles during your workouts. And the more muscles you build, the more fat you burn, because your muscles, when you have more muscle than fat in your body has to work harder to maintain it. So it helps to maintain weight loss as well. So a lot of people I hear will say things like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do an hour of cardio and that should be good because I burn more calories doing that. You may burn more calories doing an hour of running or an hour of the Peloton or an hour of an elliptical or something than you might just doing an hour of weightlifting. But in the long run, you are going to have more of an afterburn effect because your muscles are going to be using more energy afterwards to recover. So your metabolism is going to stay higher after you work out if you do strength training. And it's just going to be better for you overall. Even if your calorie burn isn't as high, building muscle is the way to help facilitate weight loss. So it's more important to work out smarter, not harder. You can weightlift for 20 minutes and get much better results than if you were to do an hour of cardio, because again, you're building those muscles. So don't be afraid that you're going to get bulky. Don't be afraid that you're going to have these huge, massive muscles. The size of your muscles all depends on how you eat. So if you are lifting heavy, but eating at a maintenance level, so you're eating just the number of calories and nutrients that you need, you're not going to get bulky. That only happens if you eat in excess. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. It's important to build your muscles. Okay, so how do you add more movement into your day? This is the hardest thing for most people. The first thing that I tell all of my clients when I work with them is you have to pick something that you enjoy. Because if you say to yourself, okay, I hate running, but I'm going to run every single day, you're not going to. It's the truth, is you're not going to run every single day because you don't like it and you don't enjoy it and you don't look forward to it, and it feels like it's a form of punishment. We don't want physical exercise or movement to be seen as a form of punishment. So the first thing you do is you think about something that you enjoy doing. So whether it's running or walking or dancing or playing a sport like tennis or racquetball or swimming or something like that. Maybe you enjoy weightlifting. I personally have grown to enjoy weightlifting over the years. I didn't initially, but I do now. Maybe it's biking, maybe it's yoga, maybe it's just stretching. Maybe it's running laps around your house with your kids, whatever it is, pick something that you enjoy doing, because then you want to be able to pick a time during your day where you're doing it, and you're gonna look forward to it. You don't want it to be like, oh, all right, this is the thing I have to do now. Now, that may happen at times, but the goal is when you're starting, you wanna look forward to it. So it doesn't have to be typical exercise at first. Just pick something you enjoy doing, and then you want to look at your day and you say, when can I add this into my schedule? So you want to kind of, what I do is I do this for myself and I have my clients do this. I say, write out your day, schedule out your day. What are your non-negotiables? What meetings do you have for work? What phone calls do you have? What appointments do you have? Where do you have to take your kids and at what time? Fill all of that in. And then look and say, okay, where do I have 20 minutes that I can fit in a workout without it feeling stressful? So if you literally only have 20 minutes, that's probably not the time. But do you have 20 minutes in the morning? Do you have 20 minutes during your lunch break? 20 minutes after your kids go to bed? Where do you have that time that you can fit it in? And how many days a week do you want to do it? So start small. It's why I was saying 20 minutes is like, if you haven't been working out, you don't want to say I'm going to work out for an hour every single day. That's going to be too much. It's going to be too much stress on your body. It's going to be too much for your brain to handle, and you're going to fall off. So if you literally do hardly any movement at all, start with like 15 or 20 minutes, honestly, 2 or 3 times a week, and get comfortable with that. And then you can add on, and then you can decide, do I want to add on time or frequency? Whichever feels better for you. It doesn't matter as long as you kind of keep pushing yourself, but only little by little. It is okay to take these little small steps. You don't have to make these huge, big jumps and leaps into, okay, well, eventually I want to work out for an hour every single day. Right now I'm at 0. It's okay if it takes you months to get to that point, as long as you're working towards it. It's better to take small steps to work towards it than to take one big step and then fall off, right? Because then you're having to start all over again. So pick an exercise or an activity that you enjoy doing, look at your schedule and figure out when you can fit it in, and start small. Those are my 3 tips for adding. That is really for adding like exercise in your day, okay? And if you need help picking an activity, if you need help figuring out where to put it in your schedule, if you are like, okay, I've got this time, but I cannot get myself to do it, that is a whole nother conversation that we will talk about with habit change, something I work on with my clients all the time. That is my main focus, is habit change. So if you're interested in getting some help with that, let me know, reach out to me. You can go to my website, riseupwellnesscoaching.com. You can send me a message, anything, and I'd be happy to help you with that. So really quickly, adding regular movement into your day. It doesn't have to be just exercise, but think about ways that you can just increase your physical activity during the day. Do you get your groceries delivered just out of laziness, but you're comfortable going to the grocery store? Go to the grocery store. Do you get everything delivered from Amazon, but again, you're comfortable going to Target or to Walmart or to whatever to get those things? Go, do those things. The more you can get up and move, the more likely you are to continue to stay moving and active. And it's just going to be better for us. The other thing is, like, if you can't do those things for whatever reason, make sure you're getting up and walking around at least once an hour. If you have a very sedentary job like I do, just make sure once an hour you get up and you walk around for a couple of minutes. Stretch your body. We have a tendency to sit like this, so you want to kind of just bring your shoulders back, open everything up, and feel really good about that. So those are some really, really easy things that you can do to kind of add movement into your day, whether you can go out and do it, or you do it at home, or you do it at work. It's just get up, walk around, maybe do a couple of like squats or deep knee bends, a couple of stretches, maybe lean forward and touch your toes. Those types of things are easy to do. We have a tendency to make so many excuses as to why we can't do these things, but there is absolutely nothing stopping you from walking around for 2 minutes or touching your toes or doing like 5 squats or something like that. It's just all in our brains that tell us we can't do those things, okay? All right, that is all I've got for today for movement. Today, I want to challenge you all to do 2 things. I want you to pick an exercise, like a physical exercise that you enjoy doing, and think about how you can add it into your day, and try to add in a couple of minutes of regular movement throughout your day. So again, if you're sedentary, get up and walk around every hour. Get up and do some squats, some toe touches, something. Add some of that into your daily life and see how you feel. And again, if you have any interest in working with me and learning about my programs, feel free to visit my website, riseupwellnesscoaching.com. I have all of the information of all of my services there, and you can contact me through there. All right, I hope you guys have a wonderful Wellness Wednesday.